So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
Hey guys, so what's happening? Yeah, so upon finishing Tone Deaf and seeing all the awesome reactions, I just thought it's like, really important that I tell how much Eminem means to me. And over the years, as a kid growing up listening to him, back this is like way back in 1999, 2000s, and when we checked out, we listened to radio, and then I just saw him going, heard him going on air, and just I thought it's important for me to just stress out what an impact he had on me, and especially since I got to really make one of his tracks, got to animate one of his tracks, and that's like really I've come a long way to get to where I'm at. So I never imagined that this would have happened, but I work for it every day of my life. It's really insane. Way back then, listening to them and knowing that they are your role models, but role models never know you. But it's so strange that with a little bit of hard work, you can get recognized by a lot of people, and eventually the role model himself, and it's like really insane. It's really crazy, and I have a lot of respect to him, and even as a person, even with a lot of the things he does, I can really, it resonates with me, and also see him as an underdog. So it's really cool that I really think it's important that I just stress out what he really means to me, and just let's take a look at what I just gathered all the things that I was influenced by through him. So I'll just take you through some of the stuff I've done. So it all started when I was doing my O levels, back in the day, and just when the teenage angst was starting to settle in, and I was doing studies, and I first was listening to the radio, and I heard My Name Is, and that was kind of a very different vibe from all the other music stuff that we hear on radio, and it caught us off guard, and it's funny, it's edgy, it's witty, it's awesome, and I didn't think much because there's nothing more to learn from that itself, because this is pre-internet, and we just listen to what they play on radio and whatever the stuff we want, we had to go to the real stores and purchase the proper records, and learn further from there. These were the days I used to run to my aunt's place with a cassette tape, and just to record some songs that go on air. So this is a time where we really value a lot of shit, I remember those days. So when I heard My Name Is, I'm just checking out the radio, and after a while, man, I was just studying still, and then again I heard Stan, and that was freaking insane. I mean, the voice sounded like Eminem, which I kind of knew right now, and it was really awesome. I thought this this guy is telling an awesome story, and it's very edgy. Listening to this dude pouring his heart out in a stand, right? And then it's such clever storytelling in a song that I've ever seen, right? So that's one of the most awesome things that I was really captivated by when I was listening to Eminem. This artistry, the storytelling, the entertainment side of him, the creativeness in that department. How he paints a picture through lyrics, right? And the way he says, and how he enunciates, how the voice goes up and down, and it's very unique, his style and the way he rhymes and raps. So that really struck a chord, and from then onwards things changed heavily, because I did a lot of research as much as I could. I went to the stores and got the Eminem Marshall Mathers tape by this time, and went and took it, and that had a real impact on me, because these were the days where I was like really going through a lot of shit. And I mean, there was, no one to really resonate it with, like, empathize it with. So that's where he really, you know meant a lot to me, because he spoke against a lot of injustices that's happening to him. And he was taking shots at a lot of hypocritical people that he dealt with, and I kind of felt the same. It's, I'm kind of person who really don't really get into the substances of lyrics, and really take them serious and stuff like that. I just go along with the attitude, the mood, the vibe, the creativeness, the vibe and the mood that he puts you through. And that's the way I treat most of the songs. It's just the mood and the vibe that whatever that song puts me through. So that's why that really spoke to me, because it was a coping mechanism for all the shit that I went through in my teenage days. Like, that was like really talking to me and having that perspective. And and it was very very attractive the way he approached the storytelling. And by through this, and suddenly 8 Mile also came, and way before that came, I was anyway just jotting shit on my papers and sketch pads. I'll just show them later. So I also started rhyming, but not so sophisticated with the multi rhymes. But after 8 Mile, I just started venting shit down, and I started rhyming as well, and soon it became a habit. So I'll just first take you through some of the shit that I've written down, and some of my sketchbooks. And yeah, so if you like really take here, like, these were some of my very early on sketches and stuff like that. So we've all seen Eminem's, how he writes in the papers, very small, multi-rhyme kind of stuff, where he just connects everything together. These are some of our stuff. It's like all various sections and some scribbles and whatnot. This was like when I was 16 years old, and I still these are the most valuable items for me. And this is just one, and various kinds of stuff, I just kind of jot down. It just slowly became a freaking habit. Random papers. I used to go to work and just write shit down. It's all experimental, but I found it like a very coping mechanism. It's insane, especially I really got into that habit, and it slowly went to a place where I'm like really researching into multi-rhymes and coming up with formats to really document these multi-rhymes, and finding out a way to really access them, with my little way. So like, I don't know, these were some of the intricate kind of stuff random stuff that I was able to go through. So and eventually I kind of started to have my own alter ego as well, which is called Rhyme Sniper. And eventually I would like get into these rap battle blogs and write rhymes. That was insane, man. So these were like really some of the stuff to take you through. And yeah, I mean, this one in particular, I can really still remember the way I was writing this, and I was like getting into a pattern and kind of a eureka moment, right? So finding out multi-syllable rhyming, and I'm still a fan of it ever since. If you see any of my posts, whenever I have a little free time, I would really go into a little bit of a cipher here and there, because it's the rap has been a part of me, and so has Eminem, because he has directly influenced me in a very creative way to write rhymes. I now respect to NWA, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and all of them who we grew up listening to as well. But Eminem came with such an awkward angle and really hit in a different way. Um, I also feel like an underdog because I me to get where I'm at took me like 15 years, and 15 years, no resources much, and a lot of opportunities I couldn't have. So I felt like the underdog, and that's why his music was really appealing to me, not because of any literal sense like these Gen Z dudes are like really going over the literal meanings. Come on, it's just creative poetic license. There are enough issues in the world. What the f, you know? So just take the best out of whatever and just move on. If you don't like it, turn it off. So I started writing his lyrics, listening to the tapes, and try to like break him down, and the rhymes and stuff. We didn't have internet back then, so that was where it was at. So also, so I'll just like go through the sketchbooks. These are my sketchbooks. So these are some of our sketchbooks, and if you really look close, it's like insane the stuff that I have here. And just like those rhymes, I used to write stuff in down, in very small kind of paper stuff. And anyways, like these absurd kind of hobbies that I had. I had a passion for writing. It was a form of like just venting stuff down, and I was like really getting into it. Like these are like some of the rhyme schemes that I kind of had. I kind of posted this online as well, and it's very tiny scribbles, but I was like really into that. And it kind of had semblance that I can really go into any of these rhyme schemes whenever I want, and I had all of this in my hand, right? So that was like really amazing. So I kind of feel the same way when I go through all these layers that I have, all these layers that I have in After Effects. And then I started writing these freaking lyrics because they weren't on internet or whatever. So songs like Murder Murder, Nail in the Coffin, Till I Collapse. Still am rapping those stuff off the top of my head. Cannabis, those disc stuff, Go to Sleep. And I was like spellbound with the multiple rhymes, right? Bully, my gosh, the multi rhymes. Stimulate is still one of my favorite songs. We All Die One Day. I mean, whatever I could get my hands on. Renegade, Since I'm in a position to talk to these kids in the lesson 9, a politician, what I kick him within a minute. These drugs, bump heard. All kinds of stuff. I just started listening to it and just writing the rhymes down. Shit on you. 6 in the morning. How come? That was awesome. And really, that's like Cypress Hill stuff. But that's where all the passion is coming from. These all these random sketch works in my books, and you can see all the bullshit stuff, how I categorized music according to moods and stuff, categorizing, these, like, epic, funky, sad, creepy, all kinds of stuff. And this was my coping mechanism with the shit that I was going through when I was growing up, man. I'm just going very elaborately, because I've never gone this elaborate into my childhood and my influences. So just going through them as fast as I can, because I don't want to have too much of duration in this video. But this means so much to me. A lot of stuff written. When I'm like really fast venting, I can't afford to multi-rhyme, but I do multi-rhyme whenever I can. So along the way, I'm stepping into whatever CD shops that I can, and I'm taking the cassettes, by this time. So after I take the cassettes, I kind of want to customize it. So what I do is I do Pulp Fiction and put paper cuttings and you know see what I can do. So this is the Marshall Mathers LP. I got Bizarre here and Dido, Stan, and that stuff, and Warner Brothers. I really want to make this kick up, Christopher Reeves shit, and these are paper cuttings and Hollywood and whatever, and I even open this up and put these stuff, so when the cassette is playing, it's like rotating like this. See, Eminem and what does it say inside? Marshall Mathers LP. So while it's rotating, it's this artwork inside also would be rotating at the same time. So really into that stuff. This was a Slim Shady LP, and even listening to some of the lyrics really paints a different picture that he wants. It's insane, and the other side, F the world. So stuff like that, man. Really passionate about the things that we are listening to. And of course, I was working on a TV channel at that time, and all these kinds of documentation. I document on all the movies that I watch, like the awesome punchlines, awesome visuals, the director's name. It's freaking insane. I'm insane. Oh, Korn is one of my favorites as well. So was Limp Bizkit. Those were the days, but these were insane, dude. And Ozzy Osbourne here and there, some stuff. So did I go through this? Nope. So I was like doing at home when I was free. System of Down, Korn, stuff. I was reading up on Nazi stuff. I got pen artwork regarding those stuff. These were all pen artwork, and that's the only way I knew. This was before Photoshop or digital stuff, and these were kind of the rhyme schemes and artworks that I was doing, self-portrait stuff. Some of them are very cringeworthy, but it's the thought that counts, the hunger to like really create stuff and put out there, stuff like whatever that was bothering me inside, some dumb rhyme stuff. That was like really the coping mechanism for me. So it was all over the place. I was writing stuff and write topical rhymes. Slowly but steadily, when the internet came through, I slowly searched out places where they do rap battling, right? And I very innocently got in, and these dudes started dissing me, and I was like really venomously right up on their back, because at that time, since I was now starting to write stuff as well, and I would like to segue into what I was, where the level that I took this to, right? I'll just show you. After a certain time, I actually maintained a rhyme database. This is all to do with the multi-rhyme talent that Eminem had, and what he pushed me to, because I want to really excel at what I do. So I'll just show you that, but before that, these are some of the sketches that I made, pen and color pencils, right? And took some time to do this, and this was also another piece of that. And this one, I did this when I was like 15 years old as well, right after O levels. So I was pretty impressed by this, the similarity here. So I'll just kind of now go through the rhyme database, which kind of evolved into what it is right now. I mean, it took form in a real, just a textbook, but then it really evolved into what it is and where it is right now. Let me just show you. So alright everybody, so this is the rhyme database which I managed to make up over the years. So these are it took ages, it took years for me to like really do this. And it's really separated with because I've seen how Eminem rhymes with proof in the freestyles as well, the way he rhymes birthday with earthquake and stuff like that. So first it starts with the A stuff, fake, rap, even I got the breakdowns, so there's the pattern where it goes so like I've broken it down into digits as well, so you can just find whatever you want as well. So like membrane, get laid, head straight, impregnate, x-ray, sex tape, breastplate, red flames, text ain't, red tape, fed case, x games. So like example is like that. And if you go further down, you got even more complex rhymes like character trait, caliber range, athletic tape, jack of all trades, passenger plane, panic and wail. It's insane, man. It's really insane. And I got the highlighted stuff are the ones that are like really good rhymes, like which I can really use. Like, let's see, Budapest, gluteal cleft, shooting west, group of friends, voodoo spell, consume the flesh, remove the L, sushi chef, stuff like that, man. Really gets me off the trigger. If I really want to get back at a dude with a diss, I can just go and pick something. Chemotherapy, streets of sesame, weed dispensary, speech impediment, seasoned veteran. These are the lens that I go to. Hide the evidence, white supremacist, ISIS terrorist, Bible reference inside of Genesis, Al Qaeda terrorist, bright as Edison. Oh man, some are really a reach, but environmentalists, right? The pendulum, tying evidence. And here we go: bitches of action, witness protection, criminal record, waiver discretion, blink of a second, history lessons, swing for the fences, little offenders, hidden agendas. So basically, that's what it is. The rhyme base, rhyme database, and these are like one word stuff, right? One word stuff, and let's see. And these would be, topical stuff. If it's a writer, whiz, ring, kingship, click, wing, whatever. I got them down to topical stuff as well. So I just have to add. These are all derived from Eminem's lyrical capacity. So, and apart from that, I'll just take you through some of the drawings that I have done. I just went back to the walls. These are minus the stuff that I've drawn digitally. There's so many sketches that I've drawn digitally, but these are like pre-internet to maybe let's say 2010ish. All the stuff that I've done. So this is the whole layout, like some of the best stuff. And I'll just take you through some of the stuff that I have. And these are these random sketches, right, of just random people that I just came through. Like that's Eminem right there, of course. Some of his artwork, album artwork. That's Jim Carrey, some of this dude. This Mike from Sri Lanka. He did talk on a radio video show, a musical show. These are just random sketches here. Let me just go through to them. Some of them have little ciphers written, and scribbling stuff out just to get the rage out. You got Nirvana, Marilyn Manson, System of a Down, Jay-Z, all that stuff. And I got Bruce Springsteen here, some Arabic dude, Mariah Carey. Is that Chris Rock? Yeah. Oprah Winfrey, what's she doing here? Bruce Springsteen, and I don't know who that is. Maybe it's Oprah, and that's some actor I can't remember. That will be Jay Leno, and some random dudes. That's some Sri Lankan actress, and that's Al Pacino. Some more sketches, right? And we got some Brad Pitt. We got some landscape stuff, some random chicks, right? And these are pencil sketches, and these are pen sketches. Some random faces we're going through, some chicks, and again some random sketches. We got some text going here, and we got Fred Durst. Yeah, He's got style and performance skills, and we got a lot of Nazi concentration camp artwork that I did, which I was like really inspired by. You can see some here as well in the train, and some guy packing his bags at Munich. And I got this kind of rap cutout thing, right? Let's show you here. Yeah, it's a rap cutout. It's got all this thing, and Eminem is like pissing on this terrorist thing. Wanted Bin Laden, oops, life's a mess and I love it. Jack in the Box, all kinds of stuff. Oh, Son of M branding, yeah. Rhythm and poetry, rap, on the back. Eminem, Dre, Snoop, Rookie, OB, World Trade Center. Alright, you got a little Cyphers, Cyclops, Hip Hop, Shit the Cops, Zombie, I don't know what that is. That's the Matrix dude. That's the Fight Club dude. This is the Dude Where's My Car dude. And some other stuff. That's a little self-portrait of me when I was young. And some actors and actresses stuff. 50 Cent. These are this Rudy from USFM here. And actually this artwork was inspired from Limp Bizkit's Significant Other. And you know, these are the days where I was like really into checking out Eminem stuff. That's why it's relevant, you know. Metallica and various stuff and chicks. And these were some cassette tape stuff. You know, these are playlists, like, you know, playlists. These are some of my creations. That's Eminem. And these are Platinum and pen artwork. This is Christina Aguilera. That's Chinthi, Morgan Freeman, Anthony Banderas, and that's some of the Eminem artwork right there. Rhythm and poetry. And we got some random original stuff that I've done. And me checking out some music here. We got Jay-Z and some rhymes that I have done. Prodigal Son's Return. And we got Korn, some more Korn, Godsmack, Busta Rhymes. And we got Jim Carrey here. We got Missy Elliott, again Fred Durst. And we got some comic book reference art that I might have like wanted to like study, right? And Bill Clinton ink art. This is also another study that I did, a reference study. And I would like to take you to my favorite a request that I had sent to Shanaz at Music TV way back in the day. I mean, these were so good that I didn't even send them afterwards. So this is how it starts. And mind you, disclaimer, this is heavily cringeworthy, right? I just showed this to one of my friends, Yasmin at Decibel here, and we had a good time. Hi Shanaz, what's up? You see, what's up? And MTV, I've written the logo, very official. And I have the artists like J-Lo, Craig David back in the day. This is like way back in the day. Backstreet Boys, I don't know what they're doing here. And we got Fred Durst. It's one of my favorite sketches, man. And yeah, so Randy Chris back in the day, yo, blah 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 blah. I don't want to call myself black, but coloring myself black, that is. And Limp Bizkit and Eminem are kicking the speakers for me. And still I love Bryan Adams, Aerosmith, Green Day, Dido. It's all over the place, dude. What can I say? These are all pen and platinum stuff. I'm just going crazy over here. And there was a second letter I wrote. This also didn't get sent. Hi Shanaz, I'm an ordinary 16-year-old kid, blah 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 blah. And I love pizza. I don't like. I hate breakfast in bed. I don't know why I said that. It's insane, man. It's just crazy. So these two are my favorite because of the time I spent and how it looked like at the end. I mean, how it came out and it really had the effect that I wanted with them. So those are my arts that I've done all over the years, and it's insane. So that's just what I wanted to share. It just shows you enough hard work you can really, if you pursue your way and find what's really what you're passionate about, man. If you really keep on giving it the freaking hard work, ultimately someone will check it out. That's my attitude for any project that I do. you know okay, a project comes, you give it everything you got. Even if it's some client's project, give it everything you got. And if it's not well received, man, you move on to the next one, because you'll know one day people will really see that the other thing that didn't work out. They'll see the work that's gone into, and ultimately people will see that. I mean, it's recorded, it's documented. So that's why I believe whatever you put out, you should give all that you got, so that you'll be proud to look back and take a look at it and see, man, I did some good work back there in that project. So that's the feeling I want to have, and this is like crazy. These hell of a lot of articles of the tone deaf, and this is one of my favorites. Because I got this freaking pose here, like a little bit like Fred Durst anyway. But this is insane, man. This like manifested. I just feel, all the hard work of 15 years coming to fruition, and nothing is possible without God's help. Nothing is possible without God. I really believe that. And hard work, dedication, and I really like to shout out to my wife, my parents, and everyone who believed in me, especially Eminem, man. From way back from in the day, that he really got me through some tough freaking times. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. It's awesome to have that constant thing to go back to when you're like really in a slum, So he has been a real part of me throughout my journey, and really blessed, to be in this era, right after internet. So again, I never would have imagined that this opportunity would happen, but strangely, I've been trying I've been at it every single day of my life. Ever since I got into digital stuff, I take everything as an opportunity, and just like he said, you get one opportunity, you should freaking take it. What you gonna do? You're gonna fold up or really, put in everything you got. So, I always felt like an underdog, and Eminem is also like, sure as hell as an underdog, and he puts in the work. He's disciplined. He's a family man. I mean, like, he stands up to what's right, and if there any beef, he'll like show up and man of his word. It's like a lot of things to take away from when you look at him, and very brutal. So a lot of things that really resonate with me in my journey through life as well with Eminem. So I really want to like really give a shout out and really pay homage to Eminem. Rock United, peace out, man.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this